So, fun night. I think the guys had a really good spring, and proud of the way the guys competed all spring. Love the energy of our team. Love the energy of the young kids, the freshmen that are here, and also the guys that have been around for a while now. We're healthy for the most part. We had no issues tonight, which was great. Everybody that missed tonight will be back for fall camp, assuming everything, no setbacks, so that's exciting. I thought the kids competed really hard. They had fun with it. They understood that we wanted to make it a great environment. I want to thank our fans, our students. How awesome was that for a spring game? Probably the best attended one that I've been to in the last 5 years or more. I just want to appreciate them, appreciate the community here and the athletic department for allowing us to put on such a fun game, and appreciate you guys being a part of this. And the spring has been a blast for all of us. I mean, new staff, new defensive staff with 3 new coaches, with Coach Walters, Coach Mage, Coach Odom, and really they all did a fantastic job. And then special team staff, new special team staff with Coach Maturley, Coach Froelich, did a great job. So, and then Coach Doherty and Coach Switz in their new roles continue to do a fantastic job. And then obviously everybody else, the OGs of the staff, I guess, with Jay Rich and Cafoose and Powell and KC and Scotty, really just continue to and really do great things for our team. So all together, excited where we're at. Long way to go, but we have a long way to go. So in the next 14 weeks, our goal is to get better, and that will be what our plan will be moving forward.
Is there anything you know about your team that you didn't know a month ago?
I'd say the thing I know is that they like playing with one another. You know, you could feel like joy and passion, and I think that makes a big difference. All the interviews you see, all the times you listen to great teams, great coaches, great players talking about what makes football special, what makes their championship team special. They all talk about being a great teammate with the person next to them. I think over the last 3 months we saw that. And the last 15 practices, guys kept getting to know each other better and better and better. In terms of schematically or in terms of personnel, we got a good team. You know, we're big, we're strong, I think we're fast. And now we got to put it all together, and we got to see, you know, can we execute at the way I'd like to see us execute, and the way we would, as a coaching staff, like to see us execute. We're not there yet, but that's what the next 14 weeks will be for.
Coach, this team just seems so much different than where you were a year ago. So many players, new infusion of coaches. Has this team maybe started to get a personality that's different than last year? Can you talk a little bit about what these new coaches have brought to the staff?
Yeah, I mean, last year was such a unique situation. We've talked about it a bunch, but you know, there wasn't a lot of time last year to build the team the way we wanted to build the team, and you know, there was a team in complete, you know, turmoil there for a while, and all those players leaving, 13 guys drafted, another 8 in the portal. Another bunch graduated. It's just a brand new team that you're just trying to get to know one another. I feel like those 15 months of recruiting our own group, bringing that in with the other guys from Arizona that transferred in, bringing that in with the guys from Washington that stayed. This team is a team now that really appreciates one another, knows what we're looking for, knows the standard, knows the expectations, and are living by them.
Can you talk about Raymond Vines, right? Kind of player of the game kind of effort.
Yeah, he had a great game. He's had a great 3 practices. You know, he missed, I believe it was 6 practices in the middle of spring, 3 weeks due to a hamstring, and he got really fully cleared last Monday. So he's had a little bit Saturday on the scrimmage, very little. Monday, Wednesday, and then of course tonight. We saw that talent when we recruited him. We saw that talent throughout the whole process of his senior year and junior year. We knew Raymond for a while now, But it was great to watch him come into his own tonight.
When did you know Jonah could kick?
Jonah can do anything. Jonah's a blast, man. I've seen him do probably everything at different times in the last 4 years. Backflips, which he wanted to show off tonight. Kicking, I've seen him do that. How about him running down on that interception, making the tackle, and trying to knock the ball out? It's just fun. He was our special teams player of spring, and we appreciated his efforts in the spring as well. So in special teams. So Jonah's proud of Jonah. Continue to grow, continue to build his brand, and continue to really become a integral part of our program.
You talked a lot about making the spring game fun. How close was that to the environment that you envisioned, and where does this event go from here?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I loved having the music playing throughout. I thought we had a really good turnout of people. It gets bigger, it gets more fun. I think we continue to add new parts to it, but to incorporate the gymnastics team, to incorporate the 2 soccer teams, to have Mike fly in, to have Donald fly in, to be able to, let the non-kickers kick. And we were trying to get Big Logan and Guerin to field some punts, but there was no punts in the 4th quarter. But we just keep growing it. We want to make it a celebration of spring football. We also want to be able to get better while we're doing it. So to me, you go play a 2-hour game. I don't know the total amount of snaps, but there was probably 85 to 90 snaps. There was interceptions, there was touchdowns, there was tackles, there was fumbles, there was a lot of things that you could coach off of. And I don't know why anyone would want to waste their 15th practice and not be able to coach off of it.
Did you have Michael around the team at all, other than just like at the game today, or?
I was not able to. He didn't get here till late. He was in the locker room for about the half hour before, or 20 minutes before, and then halftime. And Donald, we had Lincoln Kennedy talk to the team today. We had Donald Butler talk last night to the team. So, and then Mike sent the video because he couldn't get in till today because they do OTAs Monday through Thursday. But just appreciate the effort he put in to come all the way across the country. It's one thing if you're a West Coast team and you're flying, but to be an East Coast team in Atlanta and still make the effort is pretty awesome.
Where has Damon made the biggest strides throughout the course of the spring, from what you've seen, either behind the scenes or out in practice?
The biggest strides he's made is his ability to talk the game. When I pulled out the iPad at halftime and we went through each play, he knew every play call that was called before we got to it. So when you could, look at an iPad and say, oh, this is what we called, whatever, Dolphin right pond, and the Z has a Dover here, and the X shouldn't have inside release. And you're able to have those conversations. It tells me that, he's really learning this offense inside and out. The more you know the offense, the better chance he has to be successful. So he's going to continue to grow. He's only a sophomore. He's only 19. So there's going to be mistakes that he's going to make at times. And our goal is to coach him out of them the best we can and make sure we don't make the same mistakes twice.
Where did you improve the most in spring, and what are some things that you're going to go into this offseason saying, I know we need to get better at this?
Oh, I mean, we improved the most in the trenches, both the offensive line and the defensive line. Certainly showed the most amount of improvement. Clearly, they got better in both front game and pass protection with the O-line, and our defensive front is pretty good. They're hard to block. We need to continue to improve the execution of our passing game. It's very difficult when Denzel wasn't able to participate in any of spring, when Amari was only able to participate for a week of spring, when Rashid missed the last 5 practices of spring, and then you're playing with 4 freshmen that you're teaching an offense to while you're trying to go. So I think that where we need to make our biggest jump is in the details of the passing game, and that's what we'll do this summer.
The portal is closed now, but are there a number of defections you anticipating, and where do you feel you're at in terms of adding to the roster at this point?
None and none, I think. Portal's closed, so I don't expect anyone to not be here. And other than the couple announcements that were made, of the guys that aren't coming here. That's it. This is our team, and we're excited about it.
What can you say about Rashawn Clark? He had a big spring, had another big time defense today.
Rashawn?
Yeah.
Rashawn had one of the best springs of the team. He was he might have been the MVP of the spring, or in the conversation, top 5. And he's going to continue to improve, continue to make plays. He's a really good football player who's competitive, who has taken on a role of being, with Efi being down for spring until the end here, Rashawn has taken a lot of reps at nickel and corner, and he's continuing to improve and get better. He's a good football player, really good football player. So we're going to see a lot of him this year.
Couple more, there we go.
Just looking at tonight's game, how do you evaluate your offense on both teams?
It's hard to do that because we didn't, there was no one playing with each other. So I won't really evaluate our offense off of a spring game or our defense. It was 5 starters on one team, 6 starters on the other on offense, 5 starters on one team, 6 starters on the other on defense. So, made some plays. I think if I kept Jonah in for 4 quarters, there would have been a lot of yards that we could get. I thought that we made some plays in the passing game, but to me, tonight's not a night to evaluate anything other than the energy of the crowd, the energy of the team, and the excitement that the guys showed.
What does the effort of the running backs, 2 of them chasing down pick sixes, what's that say about the effort that spreads across the team?
I'm sorry. I would say it's a team that loves to compete, and they know that that's the way we play. That's the standard. That room is one of the rooms that is truly a standard of our program. Like you watch that room and they do things right. Their Coach Graham has a very high standard in there, and the expectation is if you can go chase down a guy, you go chase down a guy. If you can go make a play on special teams, you go make a play on special teams. That's how you earn the right to play running back here. So it's cool to watch what Jordan did, and obviously what Jonah did, and then how hard Adam competed as well today. That running back room is pretty special.
All right, thanks. We'll get the coordinators up here.